Last time.
This is your brain on drugs.
And now, more of the same.
But now we have the star keys, so that's a plus. But here's the thing I'm worried about. Usually, Dio would open it early, but he didn't this time. So where is he? Where are Dio and Kay? Because our opponent at this time would be Luna? Yeah, it would be Luna, so... No one's here.
Yeah. Alright, let's start looking. We'll go through the crew quarters and work our way toward the elevator. Got it?
Yeah. Let's get going. Let's find Luna's corpse again.
You search rooms 1 and 2. I'll take 3 and 4.
Got it. Hold on. Okay, good. Just making sure. Alice. Luna. The most horrible thing about death is how it turns a person into a thing. It's a thing that looks like your friend, but it's not them anymore. Just a strange, cold shell, and every time you look at it, you feel a little more of that coldness creeping in from around your soul. Seeing death puts a heavy ball of lead in your stomach that just sits there, poisoning you. I turned and left the room.
No good. There's no one in 3 or 4. What about yours?
Same. Nobody in them. Except Alice and Luna. So, no one is in there. The lead ball pressed against the inside of my abdomen. I leaned back against the wall and let out a long, weary sigh.
What's wrong?
Oh, Jesus, that is really close.
You need to get it together. What are we doing right now?
Looking for the others.
Right. I know how you feel, but sitting around being miserable isn't gonna help anybody. Let's go.
Alright, let's go. Yeah, you're right. I turned and headed for the door at the far end. I heaved myself up off the wall and followed. Why is the music quiet? What? The first thing I felt was that strange cold sweat of terror. My stomach clenched in protest, pushing a wave of bile and nausea up into my throat. The lead ball turned to ice, and my legs began to tremble under its weight before they finally gave way and collapsed. They were dead. I could feel it the moment I looked at them, but I didn't want to believe it. They couldn't be dead. Perhaps they were just sleeping. The cool limp of their skin under my shaking fingers dashed any hope I had left. I wrapped a trembling hand around the end of the bed and hauled myself up onto it. Even when I closed my eyes, I could still see them. But they were handcuffed. My heart hammered away at my ribs and my chest felt so tight I could barely breathe. I forced myself to take long, deep breaths. Finally, I opened my eyes.
They were in a blind spot.
What?
The security camera. Remember how we didn't see anything in the real-time feed in the security room?
Yeah. I guess the partition was in that way.
Yeah.
They're handcuffed together.
Yeah. Whoever did this really didn't want them going anywhere. The chain's been looped around the pipe below the sink.
They would have been trapped here when the doors closed. Why?
Look. See the red marks on their wrists? They were trying to get the handcuffs off.
So you're saying it wasn't one of them that did this?
Probably not.
Oh, Jesus. There's a cut on Tenmyoji's left hand. Looks like it's probably from a knife or something similar. Must have
And
been
the
deep.
blood on his clothes probably came from that wound. I don't see any others, at least. If this was the only one, it doesn't look fatal. I don't think he died from this cut.
Penalty. When the primary doors closed, they couldn't get to them. The needles in their bracelets activated and...
Yeah. You can see the marks on their wrists from where they were injected. The tubocurarine must have killed them.
Do you think that's why they were handcuffed to the sink?
They wouldn't have been able to get through the white doors without Quark. If someone wanted to use the penalty to kill them, they didn't need to tie them up.
Yeah, you've got a point. And I was gonna say Quark did it, but the bracelets were there, so he couldn't really have done it. What's wrong?
I take back what I just said.
You find something?
Yeah.
What did you find? If I bent down to pick something up and handed it to me. A Siam bracelet. Quark. This was Quark's.
Correct. It has 9 BP, too. There's no mistake.
What is Quark's bracelet doing here? Wait, no, hold on. If Quark's bracelet is here, then that means...
Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off.
No. God damn it, kid. You ran away and now you're dead? Come on, man. This can't be happening. Not Quark.
Hey, Sigma, calm down. Just because his bracelet's off doesn't mean Quark's dead.
But...
In fact, this could be good news. A ray of hope.
Ray of hope?
Yeah. If Quark still had his bracelet on, then he would have ended up like Tenmyoji and Clover. But he's not wearing it. That means he might have managed to avoid getting injected with tubocurarine.
You mean the bracelet came off before the doors closed?
Yeah.
That's impossible. Zero Jr. told us they only come off when your heart stops or when you escape.
Maybe he got out then.
Right, he's got 9 BP, but why would the bracelet still be here? Wait, so you're saying he escaped, then came back and left his bracelet here? No, that's impossible too. Zero Jr. said the number 9 door only opens once. Even if he was able to get outside, he couldn't come back in.
Why do you have to be so pessimistic?
Why do you have to be so optimistic?
Have you actually seen Quark dead, huh? You need to think positive, Sigma. Reality is what we believe it to be.
Huh. Really? So you're saying this is what we wanted to happen?
That's enough!
Sorry?
Quark is definitely alive. He has to be. He has to be.
Oh, you're trying to keep it together.
I refuse to believe he isn't. I can't let an innocent kid like that get killed.
I wanted to ask if she meant Clover and Tenmyoji weren't innocent and had deserved to die, but swallowed my words. Fighting wasn't going to help us. All I could do was hope that Phi was right. Perhaps Quark was still alive. We'll do it your way, Phi. What are you doing?
Examining their bodies. Tenmyoji first.
Why?
Clues.
What kind of
To
clues?
who might have killed them. Finding Quark's bracelet tells us something. If the killers saw it, that would make for an obvious motive.
With Quark's bracelet, Clover and Tenmyoji would have been able to go through the white doors. The killer handcuffed them to the sink to prevent that.
Right. That's my guess, at least. That's odd.
What's odd?
I can't find anything.
Huh?
I should have found something.
What?
You remember when we ran into Tenmyoji in the rec room? He sprayed our wrists with luminol.
Oh.
I'm sure I saw him pull the spray bottle out of his pocket.
And now you can't find it.
Right.
Do you think the killer took it?
I don't know. I'm gonna take a look at Clover, too. Give me a minute.
Phi knelt down next to Clover. Phi knelt down next to Clover as she spoke and began to gingerly examine her corpse. Then after a moment, I saw her hands stop.
Look. See your thigh?
Yes.
Doesn't it look like there's something written there?
Yeah, it does.
Sorry, I'll have to move your leg a little bit.
016. It's written in blood. This must be 10 Myojis.
It says 016.
Writing that down for future reference, even though I'm pretty sure it's gonna do it for me. What does that mean?
Hang on. I feel like I've seen that somewhere. 016. 016.
Should I know this as
I
well?
know I've seen it somewhere. It's no use. Can't remember.
016. Or 910. What the hell was that? Don't get my hopes up like that.
Anyway, these numbers have to have something to do with the killer. She must have written them after she got hit with a soparil.
Yeah, that's true. She could have.
There would have been a few minutes before she went all the way under when she could have done something. I think she probably used those last minutes to tell the rest of us who'd killed her.
016. 016, huh? Maybe, but the only people who could have done it are Kay and Dio. Assuming it wasn't one of us, I mean.
No. There's also Quark. I mean, I'm not saying he did it, just...
The possibility's there. But who'd have had handcuffs? Damn it. This is hopeless. Can't keep up anymore. Everything here is a goddamn mystery. Like, what about the old woman we found? Who killed her? The movement of the AB room makes Luna seem the most suspicious, but when would she have done it? We don't have a good explanation for why she would have wrapped the knife up in a handkerchief. And of course, now Luna's dead too. So who could have killed her? The footage from the security camera paired with Dio's behavior makes Clover seem like the most likely suspect. But now we'll never know for sure. Alice's killer is a complete mystery. We don't know what the hell 016 is supposed to mean. We don't have any idea where Quark's gone. What the hell does any of this mean? Who killed everyone? Was Zero? Zero Senior? And who is Zero Senior? What the hell does he want? Why does this game even exist, and why did they kidnap us and bring us here? While we're at it, where is this? When is this? Mysteries, mysteries, mysteries. I feel like my head's about to explode. Please, Vi, give me something, anything. A clue, a hint, come on, you've got to have something.
The luminol.
Huh?
I think there's a very good chance someone took the spray bottle out of Tenmyoji's pocket.
Okay, but how is that important?
Well, let me ask you this. Why do you think they took it?
So they could test for blood?
What would they need to do in order to do that?
They just need to spray the bottle whatever they want to test.
That's it?
No, wait, you're right. Luminol reacts with organic compounds and glows, but the glow is really faint. So you need to make it dark. You have to turn off the lights in order to see if anything is glowing.
And that would mean?
That would mean... the rec room. Vi and I raced for the door. We weren't sure what we'd find, but we knew where we were going. I had a feeling deep in my gut that whatever we found would be the breakthrough I'd been looking for. You know, it's probably going to turn out that Quark is like this supermassive genius, like a Bond-style villain sitting in his throne, sipping a glass of apple juice, and petting a stuffed figure of Zero. The rec room. Meanwhile, Dio and Kay have still not appeared. Although, judging by that music, I'm pretty sure we're going to find him right now. Hey, look, more luminol. Oh, dear God. Everything in my head ground to a halt. Even after all I'd seen, a room full of corpses had a profound effect. It was such a ridiculous thought that before I could stop myself, I laughed. That laugh made me think. Was laughter in this situation a defensive response designed to protect a brain from constant emotional bombardment? They say that right before an animal dies, it feels a moment of comfort. Right before death, the brain releases a huge amount of endorphins into the bloodstream. Pain is only a warning signal meant to help the body avoid death. But when death becomes a certainty, pain no longer has any use. In fact, that loss of pain can lead to incredible feats on the edge of death. Let's say that two species of animals come under attack from some overwhelming force. All of them are severely wounded and near death. Species A feels pain, but Species B doesn't. The horrible pain felt by Species A prevents them from moving. Because they feel no pain, some of the Species B will manage to drag their wounded bodies to safety and survive. As a result, Species A is eliminated, and only Species B manages to survive. This process of natural selection has been repeated for thousands, no millions of years. All creatures that walk the face of the earth are descended from Species B. I'm no exception. That's why I can look at a room full of corpses and laugh. The genes I've been given by a million years of evolution have changed my fear into ecstasy. What the fuck is wrong with you, Sigma? I guess this means you and I are the only survivors.
Don't make me keep saying it. Quark's still out there somewhere.
Yeah, you're right. He is still out there. So would that mean you killed them? I mean, you said it yourself, there's no way there was a 10th uninvited player out there when Alice was killed. And we also refuted the possibility of Zero Senior being the 10th person. There is no 10th person. The only people alive are you, me, and Quark. That means...
You're being ridiculous. Look at their bodies. There's an axe buried in Kay's back, and the spear has been thrust all the way through Dio's stomach. Do you really think a child Quark's size could do that?
Unless Quark isn't really a child. Alright then. Are you saying you killed them?
Are you insane?
Probably.
And just when would I have done that? I've been with you this whole time.
She was right. After the end of at the end of the second round of the AB game, Fi and hadn't been out of each other's sight. We'd gone through the white door, explored the security office, solved puzzles, all of it together. Except for when I passed out. Now wait. There had been one time when I wasn't watching. The few minutes in the security office when I'd rested on the couch. Could she have snuck out then? The rec room and security office weren't that far away from each other. If the round trip took about a minute, and she killed them in 4 minutes, then the whole thing would have only taken her 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes, huh? Just how long had I been out? No, that wasn't really right. I hadn't really been out. I just felt like everything was being fast-forwarded, probably because my mental processing speed had dropped. What the hell? How long had I been like that? It might have only felt like a few seconds to me, but it could have been much longer. And where did something like mental processing speed dropping come from? Hey, what you doing there, Fi?
Checking their bodies like before. I decided to start with Dio.
Find anything?
Yeah, 2 things actually. Take a look at this.
A Myrmidon's knife. Did he have that? How did he have it stuck away with him if they were supposed to have everything taken away?
Yeah.
There's something engraved on the blade too. Myrmidons. Is that the name of the manufacturer?
Don't know. It's not a name I've ever heard of before. But look at the handle. You've seen it before, right?
This is the knife that was stabbed into Alice's chest.
Right. From the looks of it, I'd guess the blade is about 15 centimeters long. I'd say it's probably about 3 centimeters tall and 3 millimeters wide.
I think I've heard those numbers before.
Like wound cavity, 150 millimeters.
Yeah, that's it. When Luna scanned the old woman's body, those were the numbers it gave us for the wound.
Alright, well, wound cavity would be the depth of the wound. Wound length would be how long it is from top to bottom. And wound width would be how wide the flat end of the wound is. In other words...
Those numbers describe the size and the shape of the wound, right?
Right.
So if they match, then that means the knife was used to kill the old woman.
Well, I was just eyeballing those measurements, so we can't be sure.
Still, why does Dio have it?
He must have gotten it from Alice.
I know that. What I mean is, why did he take it? Did he want to destroy the evidence? Maybe he was the one who killed Alice.
That would match up with what we saw.
No, wait. Hold on a second. I'm getting confused here. Alice would have had that knife first, right? She picked it up when she found it wrapped in the handkerchief next to the AB room.
Right.
So Dio took it from her and stabbed her? If that's what happened, why didn't he just take the knife then? Why leave it there for us to see, then come back and get it later? Unless Alice killed herself.
Well, we can look into that more later. First, I want you to have a look at something else.
What?
Don't you remember what I said?
I don't.
I found two things. There was the knife and... this.
The key. But Alice had that. Hey, this is that key.
What do you mean, that key?
We found it in the Golem Bay. Didn't have any idea what it was for, though, then. But Alice said it might be important, so she'd hang on to it, just in case.
So, Alice should have had this, right?
Yeah.
And now Dio's got it.
Yeah.
So when Dio took the knife, he also took Kay's key.
Wait, Kay's key?
Oh man. You couldn't figure it out from the shape?
I could. But no one else could, apparently, except for you, Fi. What do you
Get
mean?
over here. A picture's worth 1,000 words. Let me show you.
She walked over to Kay's head, knelt down on one knee, and pointed to the back of it.
You remember this, right?
Oh, yeah. So that's it. It unlocks the suit, right?
Yeah. Let's give it a shot.
Before I had time to prepare myself, Fi shoved the key into the slot and twisted. But...
It's no good. Can't get it open.
why not?
Maybe the suit is powered, and it needs to be on in order to open. But with this axe in here...
You're saying it shorted the suit out or something?
I think so. At any rate, the key fits perfectly. I don't have any doubt it's for removing Kay's suit.
Do you think Dio knew that when he took it?
I wonder...
Well, more mysteries upon more mysteries. So I guess we'll never know what his face really looks like.
Yeah, no way we can get that mask off with our bare hands.
I wonder who he was.
Well, I still haven't checked him over. Let's have a look. Maybe we'll find something that'll tell us who he is.
She'd only been searching for a few seconds before she stopped and pulled something out of Kay's robes.
Look,
What is that?
a spray bottle with luminol in it.
That's the one Tenmyoji had.
Yeah,
Then does that mean Kay was the one who handcuffed him to the sink?
we don't know yet.
Why
Kay
not?
might have taken the spray from Tenmyoji after he died. It's possible he made it through the white doors before we did, went to the infirmary and got this. Anyway, there's something I want to see. Turn off the lights.
Are you going to check for a luminol
Yeah.
reaction?
If Kay used the spray before he died, we might still be able to see it.
There's blood everywhere in here,
That's
though.
okay. If he didn't spray it, there won't be a reaction from any of it. Come on. All right, do
then.
it.
Done.
Thanks. Just as I thought. Look, Dio's left wrist.
The underside of his bracelet's glowing.
Exactly.
But why?
Because there are traces of blood on it.
Whose blood?
We've seen 5 people with serious bleeding. The old woman, Alice, Tenmyoji, and these 2 here. I'm disinclined to think this is Dio or Kei's blood, though. See? If you look, it's been wiped off. Except for the luminol, the bracelet looks clean. Why would someone wipe blood off a bracelet after being hit with an axe or stabbed with a spear, and then spray it with luminol? It doesn't make sense.
Then that leaves the old woman, Alice, and Tenmyoji.
Right.
Do you remember what Tenmyoji said to us in this room?
Can I see the other side of your bracelets? Please, just do it.
Do you think Tenmyoji had figured out that one of the bracelets would have blood on it?
That would have meant he was looking for either Alice's blood or the old woman's.
I wonder which it was.
No idea. But whatever the case, Tenmyoji seemed to think that whoever had this bracelet was Zero Sr.
Just relax, okay? That's all I needed to know.
What?
Neither one of you is Zero Senior.
Are you saying that because there wasn't any reaction from the luminol?
Yeah?
Alright then. Well, wait. Are you saying that Dio is Zero Senior?
I don't know. The only thing I can say for sure is that there's a possibility that Dio killed the other 6 victims.
Yeah, because Dio's a goddamn psychopath. Then who killed Dio?
Kei, perhaps? After he was attacked, he used the last of his strength.
No. Another descendant of Species B.
Huh?
Nothing. Forget about it. Anyway, if Zero Senior was Dio, then...
All of this would be over. This awful game would be over.
But that's not the case.
An ambidex gate has been opened.
What? Quark. He would be the only one who could do this.
45 minutes remain until ambidex game.
What? What the hell is happening? That's impossible.
Quark.
Quark? Quark opened a gate?
Whatever. We need to get back to the Floor A warehouse. Hurry!
I know, I'm coming. Alright, Quark, you little shit, where are you? Damn it. There's no one here. Did they run
Why
off?
would they run away?
Hell if I know. He did it to lure us away. How the hell did Quark open an AB gate anyway? Without a star key, he shouldn't have been able to get it open.
You must have taken one from Dio or Kei before we got to the rec room. We know they went through a white door. Remember? We saw the footage in the security office. That means they had a star key just like we did.
But you didn't find one when we searched them.
Right.
Well, maybe Quark's a suspect after all then. You shouldn't write him off just because he's a kid. Maybe he knows how to use a lance or an axe.
That's impossible. You're being an idiot.
You're being an idiot.
It's much more likely he found the key card after they died.
Oh, Alright, let's go find
Any
him.
ideas where to look?
Not a goddamn clue. How on earth would we know where he might be?
Well, there's one place I'd like to check out. Come on.
Do you know something I don't? Fi knows a lot of things you don't. Ah, the room Dio and Kei investigated.
Right. Aren't you curious?
Of course. Besides, Quark might be there. Alright, let's move. So help me God if there's another escape room. Even though I know... Director's office.
Probably belongs to the director.
And it's probably his office. I hope it has one of those chairs. You know, the folding ones that say director on the back. I've always wanted to sit in one of those. And say stuff like action or cut or double decaf chai soy latte now.
And that's what you think we'll find in there?
Yeah. Aren't you excited?
Well, there could be anything in there. So, no, not really.
Yeah, what if Zero Senior wasn't there waiting for us and he like turned around in a chair? It's like, Mr. Sigma, I've been expecting you.
That would make things easy. We'd settle things right now and then get the hell out.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna open
You
it.
don't need to keep asking me if...
Well, I wasn't asking, I was telling you I'm gonna do it. Alright, let's see. What's in the director's office? Is it bad I was expecting a jump scare? Huh.
There's no one here.
That computer's been turned on.
Yeah, maybe Dio and Kay did that.
What the hell is this?
A lion.
If the ninth lion ate the sun. Is
A
biting...
sun?
What's up with the lions eating the sun? It has a couple input fields for user ID and a
We
password.
probably can't use it unless we know what those are.
Why don't you put something
Sure.
in?
I'll give it a shot. Yeah, just as I thought.
So it's a nine figure password.
Might as well forget about this thing for now. We can't get anywhere without a password. See if we can find any other clues. This is the director's office after all. If we turn the place upside down, we're bound to find something. Shall we?
Fi turned and headed off towards the bookshelf, leaving me alone next to the desk. I felt compelled to stay and found myself staring at the screen. A lion biting the sun. A lion biting the sun. A lion biting the sun. Memento Mori if the ninth lion ate the sun. Remember death if the ninth lion ate the sun. Could this be the ninth lion? Even though it has two heads? Then, maybe. The old woman, Memento Mori. Alright, I feel like I gotta... I don't know what I'm gonna write down, but I feel like I gotta write something down here. So... Memento Mori. The old woman... Alice. Remember death. Memento Mori. Hey, wait, hold on. This isn't... What? What is this? This isn't how Dio died. Memento Mori. What? Remember death. Remember death. Remember. Is the key that I have to remember the bracelet numbers that everyone had at the end? Alice killed herself. Come on with that. You're kidding me. Oh, you're kidding me, right? Remember death if the ninth lion ate the sun. What does that mean? What do I need? Ah, this is... Oh, this is... I got nothing. So I have to return here afterwards. It was no good. I didn't know anything. Still, I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd seen the ID and password somewhere before. This is frustrating. Remember death, the ninth lion ate the sun. What's the ninth lion? What's the significance of him eating the sun? And what do I have to remember? What code is there in the underlying, actions of everyone that I have to remember? All I have is Clover's 016. And I don't even know what that means. And that leads to more Oh my god. Director's office solved the mystery of the two-headed lion. I would love to, but I can't. Also, it turns out if I betray, there's a lot more to do. Is there proof it wasn't a murder? Oh my god. So I've hit 3 dead ends because I can't figure it out. Alright, you know what? I'm going to leave it here for now because holy god, there's a lot more to this than I thought. So I'll see you guys in the next one. You guys have a great day. I'm going to try to figure out what the 9th lion means. So, I'll see you guys later. Bye.